What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We're stepping away from Nissans this episode, and we're gonna do some work on this Toyota. This is Jack's Soarer.
1993 Soarer.
Yep.
Need some love.
Not too much love, though.
But enough.
What are we gonna try and do today?
I'm just gonna do the simple stuff. Oil change. Woo.
And then this car's leaking a lot. We believe that it's leaking because the oil drain plug is leaking. His front lip was destroyed, so it looks way better than it on this video than it does in person. But did some fiberglass work here because it was split. It was split here, blown out on the bottom, blown out on the bottom here. So completely reinforced all that, and that's ready for a fresh coat of paint. Speaking of paint, it's hit on this. Let's get this thing in the air so we can do an oil change. We have not done an oil change since Jack bought this car less than a year ago. It really has just sat here getting ready for us to work on it. So we're gonna hope that there's no metal in the pan, no shavings, no coolant-y smell to the oil, and hope that it's healthy. A little bit of JDM goodness. Jack got the Trust.
Had to.
Yep. It's pretty cool. So yeah, basically, if you guys don't know what it does, all the metal shavings that you shouldn't have in the oil get held up there so it doesn't go back into your engine. This actually has its factory. Well, nothing's ever easy. We figured out why Jack had so much oil dripping from his, I was hoping just the crush washer was bad from the drain plug, but nope. That's the thread from his oil pan. So someone stripped it really, really bad. Like to the point where it literally, I could just pull that out with my finger. So we got to think about what we want to do. It's been a little while. We're back at the JZ inside of the Soarer. The battery was dead, but I think we might have beat the stripped drain plug. It was quite the battle. So we're gonna see how this thing goes, if it's leaking or not. The engine is, it runs like a top. Can't even hear that bitch on besides the exhaust note. On to the next thing, I guess. Yeah. Finally got Jack a proper jack.
You want to see the old collection?
Yeah. This is what his tools were. Down bad. So down bad. Oh. This is another thing we'll do a whole video on sometime.
This is just a secret.
As these cars shouldn't do, you can just move the window because the regulator's broken. So we're gonna replace this regulator today, hopefully.
Yo, was it recording?
Mm-hmm.
We fucking got that window in. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't vlog any of this, so I'll give you a rundown. The regulator on this thing was broken. So it would slip off this track and a piece was broken and it would just basically slide up and down. So we had to yank this whole regulator out and we had to scour old parts of YouTube to get this thing working, but
We fucking did it.
every electronic in this car works now, so that's a pretty great feeling. Wow, I'm pretty stoked about this. The oil pan is dripping a little bit.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
We tried though. We tried tapping it, didn't work. So now we gotta replace the whole thing.
Yeah. Pretty stoked though.
Stay tuned until next time.
Yeah. So the list is getting smaller for the SC300. Fuck! The Soarer.
Soarer. Come on, man. Little till next time. What?
Which one? Which one?
No,
What?
what?
Then Kenny dropped off something for Jack a couple days ago, and we'll talk about that. Whole gang with the busted ass old carbon hoods, man.
Yeah, she's needs some work, but
I think this might be the best condition hood that we've worked on so far. It looks like there's like 2 cracks actually through it. That actually might be a scuff. So this is an old OEM plus kind of style like Sabon or Cbon hood. We're gonna cut this all the way down probably within the next episode and then do some 2K clear coat over it and really make this thing shine like new. Stoked. I also feel like this is a good time to update all the stuff I've been doing to this car. I haven't really been filming, sorry. But I put in a brand new Exetti Master and slave cylinder. And I put an ISR braided line and made this clutch feel brand new, and I'm in love with it. This car has a weird hesitation once the car's warmed up at throttle. So my boy Carl Hammer sent me an OEM O2 sensor and we're gonna try and get this thing off, but I don't have an O2 sensor socket, so this will be interesting. I'm just fighting this thing. Jeez, this thing just smells like E85. Now, I'm really not sure essentially what these are supposed to look like when they're in good or bad condition, but this thing does look pretty, I don't know, corroded. Not just the threads, but it's got kind of a reddish hue to it. Now, compared to this other one that's hardly been used at all. Oh, check out the vintage Tide shirt. So yeah, that one looks pretty toasted versus this guy. New, old. So let's throw in this new one. Got the new one on. It was quite the pain, but I think I'm gonna remove this because I'm worried that the manifold probably has some stress and cracking on it because it's just an ISR one, and I'd like to go Tomei, but if we can keep running this one, I'm gonna be happy to. But I wanna make sure there's no stress cracks or anything like that because there's a weird hesitation at throttle. So we're gonna hope the O2 sensor fixes that. We were supposed to have a ton of people down at Grid Life in Topeka. None of our cars are working right, so we're gonna see if that's even gonna happen. But this might be there, so now it's ready to go. This is the first test drive with the new O2 sensor on. And before there was like a super crazy hesitation on and off throttle. And it still has it a little bit. But it's not nearly as noticeable as it was. So it feels really good. And I think it's fixed. I don't know for anyways, it's probably a short one because I didn't get the parts I needed today. So anyways, thanks for watching. Expect more soarer content in the future. It was really overwhelming today, so we didn't get to really do, you know, hands-on with it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Click the like button if you can. Peace, bye, love you.